Welcome to Manuals and Guides step-by-step tutorial on setting up your iPad for the first time. Your iPad should come out of the box charged. If not, please charge your iPad prior to starting this process. Please see one of our other videos on how to charge the iPad. Before you start, you will need to know your internet network name and wireless key. These are usually found on a sticker on the back or the bottom of your internet router, or they may be on a card given to you by your internet service provider. You need to start by waking up the iPad, either by pressing the home screen button at the bottom of the front of your iPad or the wake up sleep button on the top. You will then see the initial setup unlock screen. At the bottom, there is an arrow button next to where it says Slide to unlock. Place your finger on the button and keeping your finger on the screen, slide your finger to the right until the button reaches the end of the bar. Then lift your finger from the glass. You will have to do a similar process to this to unlock the iPad every time you wake it up. This will then bring up your language settings screen. You need to locate the language you wish to use and select it by tapping it on the screen once with your finger. A blue tick will appear at the side of the language you chose, showing you that this has been selected. At the top right, you will see a blue button with an arrow. This is the next screen button. Tap on it to go to the next screen. This will take you to the screen in which you need to select your country. This lists all the different countries in alphabetical order. If you can't see your country, then you need to place your finger anywhere near the bottom of the screen and slide your finger upwards to be able to scroll down the list. You may need to do this a couple of times before finding your country. Once you have found your country, tap on it in order to select it. When it is selected, you can now move on to the next step by tapping on the next button at the top right. You will then be taken to the screen in which you can set up your Wi-Fi. If you wish, you can set up the rest of your iPad using your computer and iTunes, but we will show you how to set up your iPad without plugging it into a computer. You should see a list of available Wi-Fi networks. You should be able to see the name of your Wi-Fi network we mentioned earlier in the list, provided that you are within range of your internet router. This shows you the strength of the signal to your Wi-Fi network. At the side of this, you should also see a small padlock. This indicates that the network is locked and you will need to enter your network key to unlock it. Tap on your network name and you will be taken to the Enter Password screen. The password is the network key we mentioned earlier. Where it says Password, tap on the empty box at the side. If it is not already visible, your keyboard will appear at the bottom of the screen. In order to bring up the Numbers keyboard, tap on the Numbers button, and this will bring up the Numbers keyboard. Now, type in the network key by tapping on the correct keys on the keyboard. If you need to go back to the Letters keyboard, then tap on the Numbers button to go back to the Letters keyboard. Your iPad will then join onto your Wi-Fi network. You will see this symbol has now appeared on the top bar, which shows you are connected to your Wi-Fi. It also shows the strength of the signal, depending on how many bars are showing. Locate the next button on the top right and tap on it. Your iPad will now activate, which may take a few minutes. You will then be taken to the Location Services screen and are asked to choose whether you want to enable or disable location services. we recommend you enable location services, as this is very useful with some apps that you use location services, such as weather, maps, Find My iPad, etc. We will show you how to download and use apps in a later step-by-step guide. Locate where it says Enable Location Services and tap on it to select it. Locate Next button on the top right and tap on it. Now you have the choice of setting up as a new iPad, restoring from iCloud Backup, or restoring from iTunes. In this guide, we are going to set up a new iPad. If this has not already been selected, just tap on it to select it. Locate the Next button on the top right and tap on it to go to the next screen. Next, you need to either sign in if you already have an Apple ID, or you can create a free Apple ID. In this guide, we will be creating a new Apple ID. Locate where it says Create a free Apple ID and tap on it. You will now need to provide Apple with some of your information in order to create an Apple ID. The first thing you need to enter is your date of birth. You will see at the bottom of the screen there is a dial with dates on it. Place your finger on the day and you can either slide up or down to turn the wheels of the dial until you find your day of birth. Repeat the process with the month dial and then with the year dial. Once you have selected your date of birth, locate the Next button on the top right and tap on it. Next, you will need to enter your name. Next to where it says First Name, tap on the white box. Then type your first name with the keyboard. If you need to type capital letters, then locate the arrow button to the bottom left of your keyboard. There is also a similar button to the bottom right of your keyboard. Tap on either of these buttons and the arrow turns blue. Once you have typed the capital letter, the arrow will turn grey and you can type in lowercase. Locate the white box next to where it says Last Name and tap on the white box. Then type in your last name with the keyboard. Once you have done this, locate the blue Next button at the top right and tap on it. Next, you will create your Apple ID or username. This can either be your current email address or you can create a free iCloud email address. In this guide, we are going to show you how to set up a new iCloud email address and use it as your Apple ID. Where it says Get a free iCloud email address, tap on it to make sure it is selected. Then, locate the Next button at the top right and tap on it. You can now choose your iCloud email address. Where it says example@icloud.com, type in the email address you want to create. In this guide, we have used How to iPad, and therefore our email address and Apple ID would be howtoipad@icloud.com. As all email addresses are unique, then you need to try and choose a unique email address in order to ensure that the name has not already been taken. Please also make a note of the email address you are creating, as you will need this to access content from iTunes and the App Store, which are both covered in our other step-by-step guides. Once you have typed this in, locate the Next button to the top right and tap on it. A box will appear asking you to confirm that you want to create the iCloud email address. Locate where it says Create and tap on it. Now, if the email address has already been taken, then you will see this message. Locate where it says OK and tap on it. This will take you back to the screen to create the email address. Try adding a number on the end of it to make it unique. If the email address you chose has not been taken, then when you tapped on Create, you will be taken to the screen which asks you to create a password. Next, to where it says Password, tap anywhere in the white box. Then type in the password you want to use. Please remember to keep a note of this, as you will need it for future use. Please note that your password must be at least 8 characters long and include a number and a capital letter and a lowercase letter. Next, to where it says Verify, tap in the white box and type in the same password again. Once you have done this, locate the next button at the top right and tap on it. The next stage is to set the answer to a security question. You will see at the bottom of the screen there is a dial with different questions on it. Place your finger on the dial and you can either slide up or down to turn the dial until you find the security question that you want to answer. Next, to where it says Answer, tap in the white box to bring up your keyboard. Then, type in the answer to your security question. In this example, we have set the security question to First Celebrity Met, and we have set the answer to Steve Jobs. Your answer can be anything you like, just as long as you can remember it. Locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. Next, you will be asked to confirm whether or not you want to receive marketing emails from Apple. If you don't want to receive such emails, then locate the slider switch at the side of where it says Email Updates. Place your finger on the small clear circle and slide it to the left until it says Off. Locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. Now you're going to be asked to agree to Apple's terms and conditions. You can tap on any of the terms and conditions if you wish to read them. Then locate the blue Agree button to the bottom right and tap on it. You will again be asked to confirm you agree to the terms and conditions. Locate the Agree button in the box and tap on it. An Apple ID will now be set up for you, and this may take a few minutes. Next, you will be asked whether or not you want to use iCloud. We recommend that you do use iCloud, as this backs up all your data for you should something happen to your iPad. Please see one of our other step-by-step guides on how to use iCloud. Locate where it says Use iCloud and tap on it to select it. Then locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. Next, you will be asked whether you want to back up your iPad to iCloud. We recommend you do this. Make sure that Backup to iCloud is selected. If it isn't, then just tap on it to select it. Locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. Next, you'll be asked to confirm whether or not you want to use Find My iPad. We recommend that you use this as it can be very useful. We will show you how to use Find My iPad in more detail in one of our other step-by-step guides. Locate where it says Use Find My iPad and tap on it to select it. Then locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. Next, you will be asked to confirm whether or not you want to use Siri. We recommend you use this as it can be useful for controlling your iPad with your voice. We shall show you how to use Siri in more detail in one of our other step-by-step guides. Locate where it says Use Siri and tap on it to select it. Then locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. The final thing to do is confirm whether you want to send diagnostic information from your iPad to Apple. In this guide, we have set this to Don't Send. To do this, locate where it says Don't Send and tap on it to select it. Then locate the next button to the top right and tap on it. That's it, you're done. Your iPad is now ready to use. Locate the Start Using iPad button and tap on it to start using your iPad. The first screen you will see is this screen, which is called your home screen. This contains all of your applications, or apps for short. We shall show you how to use your home screen and the apps in more detail in one of our other step-by-step guides. If you rotate your iPad, you will find that the screen rotates with you. You can stop the iPad from doing this. We will show you how to do this in one of our other step-by-step guides. Thanks for watching. Please check out our website for other easy-to-follow step-by-step guides. And please don't forget to subscribe.